everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's an AFC West divisional matchup featuring two players who are leaders in the linebacking corps. It's Brandon Marshall going up against Derek Johnson.
Larry, as always, it is a frenzied atmosphere inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Again, Anderson. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Lynch. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Ground. This is Derrick Henry. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Mahomes going to throw. A swing pass caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Here we go now.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4. Here's Henry. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They run again on first down. Anderson loses the football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. Unable to corral him. He fights through. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Here we go now.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Second down following the run.
Let's go. 3-19.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 4.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Mahomes now to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Shift together here from the D-line. After the interception, here's Lynch. And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Fresh set of downs here. They give it to Anderson. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Tough for Chiefs fans to watch this. Here's Jamal Charles on the carry. And he'll be knocked down sideways, right near midfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. From midfield now, here's Lynch. He completes it to Bryant. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Here we go.
On first down, it's Lynch. Screen pass to Charles. Open space inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jamal Charles, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it?
Hurry up, here we go. Green, gone. Here we go now. 3-19. Watch it now, Barney. Back down to that Philly. Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Alan Branch with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Mahomes to throw on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Chiefs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Green, 39.
Now Mahomes. They shakes him off. And he goes down It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Alan Branch in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Here's Michael Pilardi now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Now Sanders. A good return there, 17 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Now a handoff to the fullback, Janovich. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's why the fullback position was created. You just want a big, strong, powerful guy you can hand the ball to and pick up good yardage.
On 2nd down, Jamal Charles. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
On 3rd down, Lynch. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
The name of the game, as always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for. Derrick Henry all alone. 30, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Derrick Henry, an even 90 yards, and the Chiefs have taken the lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll start the drive with Jamal Charles. Spinning past him. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Detroit, Detroit. Over.
Again, it's Charles. Room to run past midfield. The 30. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jamal Charles with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They go play action here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27. It's Henry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
Again, it's Henry. And room there to work it inside the 25. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. He needed a yard. That's what he got. And it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Henry. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd and 10. Here's Mahomes. Being chased out left. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, 1st down. Here's Cairo Santos now for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So they kick it through to take the lead. There is a little bit of time left, though, here in the 2nd quarter.
And while they're concerned about not giving up a big return or giving up points themselves going into the half, how good do they feel, though, putting points on the board themselves right near the end of the first half?
Oh, a little 360. Man. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And coming out now, the Broncos. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They start the drive with Anderson. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 2nd down, here's Lynch. And unsuccessful there, trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up 3rd down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a 2nd one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Final play of the half. It's Lynch. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Second half begins with a run by Henry. And some room to run now. Derrick Henry all alone. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah,
what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. Well, he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown. Another all-pro play by the all-pro Eric Berry. What makes this guy so good at reading defenses is making pick-6 plays like that.
Well, we know he's fantastic athletically, can cover sideline to sideline, end zone to end zone, but he does make educated guesses. Great film study, observation during a game, and when he decides to go after it, it usually turns out right.
He had a pair of pick-6s in 2016 and a very memorable pick-2 against the Falcons. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And fresh off the pick-6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. Back to the air, Lynch after the pick-6. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Allen Bailey able to drop him for a loss of 4. And a play like that with how far he had to go to make that sack shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic. This is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about him never giving up on it and pursuing all the way across the field?
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Lynch looking to throw on second. And this one complete to Virgil Green. 18 big yards on that one and a Denver first. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Here's Lynch. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Chris Jones in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Second down, Lynch. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 44. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go deep. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They begin the drive with Charles. And he's going to be swallowed up. Charles taken down for the safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about. Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Let's go.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
And, boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The Chiefs on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call or get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
The first down carry here for Charles. Room past the 20. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watching that, Barney.
Looking to throw on second down. Lynch. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. The Broncos on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11.
Here we go. Green, watching that, Barney.
Now it's Lynch. Lynch fighting, and he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Fielded at the 33. He will not go down.
Have to retake those ankles.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They begin with Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Back, watching that, Barney. Barney, set. Blue 90. Blue 90. Back 99, Philly. Here we go.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. 3rd down here.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Here we go.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Brandon Marshall in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
A toss play. Here comes Charles. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
Here's Lynch down around the goal line. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete here.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off with great anticipation. And now he's got him at a great spot at the 8-yard line here, 1st and goal. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going.
And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Derrick Henry, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. 2nd and 10 now. It's Lynch. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
3rd and 2. Now Lynch. Bryant with a catch right side. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Throwing, Lynch. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Second and 10. It's Lynch again. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To throw on third down, Lynch. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 42. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a KC touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what are you doing when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Now let's go. Green, 39.
Throwing after the interception. Lynch. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Set. Blue landed. Blue landed.
Again on second and 10, it's Lynch. Sanders has it over the middle. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your number one cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. The Broncos on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Out of the gun, Lynch. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Justin Houston in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Denver. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now here comes Kansas City. And Charles, in a very one-sided affair, I think we reached the point in the broadcast where you and I, we may have some filling to do, right?
Yeah, I think you're right about that because we got to try and keep people around. We don't want them to change the channel. Stay with us in this game. Is that Ben Ramsar? Are you hearing from Ben on the headset here? Telling us stretch this thing out a little bit.
Get some talking points. Dig them all out.
That's what you get. A big-time producer. Keep them here.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage. Back at the 43-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. The Chiefs on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he's got some space here. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it here with Hunt. Oh, he pulls over him. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Let's go.
Here's Hunt. And a short gain here down to the 22. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 3rd down.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them. And
as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Chiefs, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0.